Okay, so moving on to the second portion, what Yash is going to work on right now is we are using a plant material. We're going to use potatoes. When I do this with my students, a lot of times I let them either pick what kind of plant material they would like to get, or I give a whole bunch of different plant materials like carrots, potatoes, turnips, any of those types of root-based material works the best. If it's real mealy, it's not gonna work real well because I do let mine sit for 24 hours. And so he's gonna take 4 pieces of one of the potatoes, or 4 pieces of potato. And once he has the mass, he's gonna record it, and then he is going to set it into the corresponding cup. Now, because this is just for demo and Yash and I are not in a school setting, what I normally would have done, you can go ahead, is, and you can continue on with the other ones then. What I normally do is I have the students take Sharpies and use a Sharpie, and that they actually write the beginning masses on the cups themselves, because these are disposable cups. And the reason why they do that is because, let's say somebody in the group is absent, you don't want one person to have taken and actually done the recording and then everybody else not have it. So he's taking piece by piece the 4 pieces. It is okay if they're not exactly the same in mass, because again, we're doing a percent change in mass. But you'll notice that what we have here is we have the 4 different colors. And with these 4 different colors, it doesn't matter what the molarities are, and if we know the molarities right now, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this sit 24 hours. We will see that some of these are going to gain mass and some of these are going to lose. So what we're trying to do in all of this is we're trying to find what is the molarity inside the potato itself. So inside those cells is what we're trying to find. I let mine sit 24 hours. I just have in the past have gotten really good results that way. When I do it where they shave and get very small pieces, it doesn't seem to work as well for me, because we are on a 53-minute schedule and there's just not enough time for them to sit there. I have heard people use the carrots, the baby carrots. I'd like to tell a quick story that I used baby carrots for the first time last year and got the worst results on the planet. I, in the past, have always used carrots where I've peeled them. There is something that is done at the companies when the baby carrots are being taken care of, because since they've already been peeled, they need to be somewhat preserved. We got no results. We actually did not see results, and that has never happened, and that was in 6 classes that I did not see results. So I would recommend not doing that. I would recommend getting any type of vegetable that you yourself can cut, or you can have the students cut, however you feel safe doing that. But you'll notice I just took the potato and I cut it. Because it was just this one set, I did not use my French fry cutter, but I do have a French fry cutter that cuts them into nice little cubes, or I should say rectangular cubes, that give us really good, and that it's easy to cut and get lots of them really quickly. But we are going to let this now sit for a day. Last little side note on this is because it's sugar water, in my room, I do have an ant problem. So I actually will have my students set them on a cart, and I put the cart in the middle of my storage room. And that helps in the eliminating. And we also normally put, what my students would do here is each one of these, they would take and they would put a little bitty piece of saran wrap and a rubber band for the evening, just to kind of make sure that it's not evaporating, not worried about that, but because of the ants. So we're actually going to leave this one sit for the 24 hours right here and come back tomorrow and see what has happened. And then we as a group will go through and discuss what the molarities are.